For today's Cyber CEO episode,
I mean, just the overwhelming number of calls and just trying to follow up with them was already kind of daunting every morning. She took over all of that. I'm not exaggerating when I say this, at least 3 to 4 hours a day back. The culture that she adds, she's such a good personality fit too.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Orlando, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for dropping by. I know you have a lot of things to do, so I really appreciate you being here. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners, just like yourself. So I need your help. What's your role in the business, Orlando?
That I am a realtor. I own 2 separate businesses. So one where I just operate in the capacity of just a normal realtor, purchase and sale, and then another one where I've utilized Cyberbacker, where we list rentals for a company out in Miami.
Oh, how long have you been in the business though, Orlando?
I'm approaching my 5th year.
5th year, gotcha. Now, how about working with someone virtual, just like what you're doing now with your Cyberbacker? Is this your first time doing it?
It is. I've never done something like this before.
Okay. Now, was it a big change? Because I know for a fact in any kind of business, usually we're kind of used to dealing with people face to face. Now, everything's going a bit more virtual. So was it a big change for you?
So in some ways there were some bigger changes, but I mean, mostly, one thing that we learned out of COVID was how to go virtual. So before doing anything like this, I mean, we were already converting so many of our meetings to Zoom and to Microsoft Teams. So in that sense, not so much. And then I think a lot of it was really just a mindset shift for me. A lot of my admins work locally, but I never see them face to face, and a lot of our meetings aren't face to face. So I really just had to make the mental shift to say, hey, if this can be done behind a computer screen, I don't necessarily need the person to be in the same city or county as me. They can be truly wherever.
Just as long as everything is getting done right. Am I correct?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. Now, how were you introduced to Cyberbacker? By the way? How did you find out about us?
Yeah, Ed and Dar Walden from Alaska, who I mean just love you guys and have several cyberbackers. They talk about you everywhere they go, and they stopped by our office. And I mean, as soon as they were done talking about you, I mean, it was my first action item that I wrote in bold and highlighted. Like as soon and truly the next day, I was on the phone with Cyberbacker trying to get started.
Gotcha. So a referral then. Gotcha. All right. Now, let's dive more into your experience with Cyberbacker. First off, you had to go through our hiring process, choosing your Cyberbacker. Yes. How did that experience go for you?
It was quick and it was good. I learned you have to have 2 or 3 crucial questions and make sure that you have enough information in those questions. But I mean, there was no point where I had to advertise and then wait for people to respond to the ad for a job posting. And I mean, just compared to what you would have to go through for a normal process, it was so much quicker.
Quick and easy, of course. Painless. Am I right?
That's right.
Now, talk to me about your Cyberbacker. Then, how did you make the final decision that you want to work with this Cyberbacker?
So I've learned from hiring people throughout the years to, I used to look for who's going to be the highest skill set and then just hire that person and then try to teach culture. Instead, I looked for who can fit the skill set just as a minimum requirement, but then I look for the cultural fit and as far as corporate culture. And just the very first interview, there was just someone who knocked it out of the park, talking about customer expectations and what she would expect if she was on the other side. And she got it just right away, completely what I was looking for. Just somebody who understands what that end user is going to experience and how we affect that when they call in, text in, email us.
So basically what you're telling me is once you spoke to Abigail, your current cyberbacker, you just knew that she was it. Something
That's
like
right.
that.
That's right.
All right. Now, talk to me more about Abigail then, your cyberbacker. What are the tasks you leverage off to her every day?
Yeah. So before having her, we list rentals. So just the overwhelming number of calls and leads for rentals. It's not like a normal real estate listing where you'll sit it out there and maybe realtors will call. Like this is, imagine instead of realtors, like sellers were calling and multiple of them. So there were, just the overwhelming number of calls. When we of course, they would email in the listing syndicate, so we would get lead sources from all over, and just trying to follow up with them was already kind of daunting every morning. And then once they did get approved, taking them through the process, and a constantly changing process. I feel like every month there's something new and something different, and just hiring her, she took over all of that. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. At least 3 to 4 hours a day back.
Wow.
So, just me trying to follow up with people and trying to, create systems to make sure I don't miss anyone. That's just not my skill set. I'm enthusiastic. I'm happy about new business. I'm not, the systems, small details, not process oriented the way that she is.
So what you mentioned earlier, you got 3 to 4 hours back to focus on other things every day. Is that right?
Absolutely. Every single day.
And I forgot to ask earlier, how long have you been working with Cyberbacker?
She just exceeded her 90th day, maybe a week or two ago, so around 100 days.
Gosh, 100 days. Imagine she's already been saving you a lot of time. Imagine much more time she can save you in a year's time, right?
Right. It's the 300 to 400 hours. It's unbelievable.
Now, talk to me more about the partnership that you have with your cyberbacker then, because I know it doesn't always start out as a good partnership because you have to get to know each other, things like that. So how did this become a successful partnership between the both of you?
Yeah, so many things. Well, first, Cyberbacker took on so much of the training because once you go to hire an assistant or a virtual assistant, and I kind of had this expectation that I'm gonna have an admin take care of things, and maybe a week or two before she started, I realized, well, I need to train this person. So there's so much. I started creating training packets and everything just to make sure that she would know everything that she needed to do, know what the expectations were, and know how to meet those expectations. And what shocked me is that Cyberbacker asked about what those expectations were and everything that I needed, and they took on so much of the training that I think number one, when she onboarded, she excelled at the training because she knew so much of it beforehand, because Cyberbacker had been with her through the different CRMs that we use, through our MLS, through so many of the different programs. And I think just number one, when you think about people just feeling fulfilled and feeling successful in their role, they want to know how to succeed. And just Cyberbacker taking that training, and then me being able to fill in the gaps, and then just having after that open communication of if she ever feels like there's something that she doesn't know if it's quite right, or she doesn't know at all. It's something that I might have just missed completely in training, or if there's something that it's to the point where if there's something that she sees that I'm doing that could be better, I definitely want to know. And I think just both of us being focused on making sure that we have the best possible process, and knowing how to succeed, and knowing what a good job looks like. I think that that was just really critical.
You talked about communication. early on.
Yes.
So how often do you
Yes.
communicate with your cyberbacker? Do you do Zoom calls, phone calls, text only, or emails? How do you communicate with your cyberbacker?
Yeah, I just learned a week ago that what I was doing was wrong. But someone else from Alaska came in, and they recommended. They said speak daily and coach weekly. So that's what I've moved to. So I make sure that we talk every single day, and we Zoom at least once a week.
Okay, so really that constant communication, very, very important in any virtual partnership.
She's such a good personality fit too, and the culture that she adds, and I mean everything that she adds to us. I know that she adds to the people around her.
Now, we are very, very excited to see, of course, where this partnership grows to for the next couple of months. And again, Orlando, thank you very much for dropping by today. I had fun talking to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.